Hi everybody, it's Wanda. I hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. I know I'm having a blessed day. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. So today I will be making some fried chicken, roasted vegetable, and a macaroni salad. Okay, so my water is already boiling. I had it to boil, so I'm just gonna push it to the back and keep it boiling. And when I want to make my macaroni and cheese, this is the closest thing that I have to macaroni today. They're these little curly ones. So I'm going to pour some in here. Not a lot. I'm just making a little bit of macaroni salad. Not a lot. Just for like 4 people divided into 2 days. But this tastes so much better the next day. Definitely. So there, I put my macaroni into boil already. That's like my first step. And my knife fell down. Okay, so here's my chicken. It's all cleaned up. I cleaned it and I cut it. I gave it little slits right there. So I have to season it, but I don't have any garlic. So I'm gonna grab some garlic that I have already peeled. I have some peeled garlic, so let's throw the peeled garlic into the mini chopper there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil so it could get nice and smooth. Okay, so I added some olive oil and I'm just gonna cover this up. Okay, so cover this up. Let's plug this in. And let's grate some garlic. It blends up really nice because I added the oil. So that's what I want. I want it to be nice, wet, thick paste to work with. That's it. So, okay, that's done. Let me put that back here. I raise the heat. I'm gonna unplug this. Okay, so I have my macaroni boiling and I just want to give it a little turn here. Okay, let me give that a little mix. Okay, just cleaning this, drying it out. And I already put salt to this water. Fly, again with the fly. Get away. Sorry guys, that is so annoying, distracting. Okay, so my macaroni is boiling. I have my garlic. It's already all chopped up, really nice, like a little paste, just like I like it. And I'm gonna take some of this and I'm going to put it right on top of there. A little bit, I would say about 4 spoons. I want it to have a nice taste. This is gonna be the fried chicken. Okay, so to the fried chicken, I'm gonna add a few ingredients. I'm gonna add some, I usually put it in a bowl and just mix it, but this time I'm just doing it like this because I'm gonna do something else to it. I heard that if you take flour and you put it inside the oil to fry, it's supposed to coat really nicely. So that's what I want. That's a sazon, some garlic, some salt, and now a little bit of adobo. And I'll get some pepper. Okay, that's good. And just want to mix this up. Usually I do it with my hands. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of oil there because I want it to combine very nice. Okay, so we have some oil. I know I'm not going to be able to do this with this. I'm so used to it with my hands, I wouldn't know how to start working with this. So I'm just going to put that right there for now. Okay, my hands are washed. Now let's get in there and mix all that chicken up. Nice. I already cut it, like I said. It's cleaned and I made 2 little sillets in it so all the garlic and all the flavorings could go right in through there. So let's just do that. Make sure they all have it. Okay, so that's good. So what I wanted to do now is since they say put the flour to your oil, I said, why can't I just take the flour and put it right on top? So put the flour there, and I'm just gonna give it a little toss, like so. Just a little toss, that's it. I think it all has flour all over them. So I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, so I washed my hands. I'm gonna use my towel here. Let's get my towel. Okay, so my hands are clean. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put some oil to my pot so that I could start frying the chicken. Okay, here's my pot. And I'm going to add the oil so I can fry the chicken. Okay, so let's take some oil. I think that's about good. A little bit more. Okay, so now that I have my oil in there, I'm gonna let that heat up really well. And my chicken is already seasoned. Now I have a bunch of veggies here. I have some Brussels sprouts, and I have some like the colored potatoes, or the little purple ones. I got a little dust ball. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I have my potatoes. I think some potatoes, they're very colorful potatoes in a bag. I use these in my my seafood boil that I made, and the potatoes said I need to be cooked, so I put them in here. And I also have a zucchini, and I have a couple of carrots that I also want to throw in there. Now I just wanted to show you, sometimes when you see the Brussels sprouts in the store, do not expect them to look this clean. I mean, sometimes they're from the dirt, and sometimes they just get dirty, like this one here. So when I get a dirty one, what I like to do is I just cut this piece off right here. And once I get that piece off, it's easier to peel all the bad stuff, like the first layer of it. Don't go too deep, you don't want to waste your food, but you want to take those bad pieces out. And I'm sure the first layer has pesticides on it, so if you're taking it out, good. So see, that's what I want to throw out, those ugly stragglies, and you're left with a nice clean one. I'm just going to rinse it out. Okay, so I have my nice clean one, and this is garbage, so all of them look really nice in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the oven, but first I'm going to cut it. I don't know, let me look in the camera, see if you can see the chopping board. Oh, okay, great. You can see the chopping board with my stove there. So I already have them cleaned. These are leftover carrots when I went to my mom's house on Wednesday, and I made a big carrot cake, and these were little pieces that I had shredded, and you know, I said I'll bring them home so I can use them, because I'm not going to throw away perfectly cooked carrots. And what I want to do is cut little slices on these carrots, nice long little slices. They look pretty like that. Just cut them sideways. I don't know if that's called julienne, but I'm just going to cut them like that for now. I want them to cook. I feel they cook faster this way, and they absorb more flavor this way. So that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, so we have one carrot already cut up, and we're just going to go and do the next one here. So, and if you don't like vegetables that much, when you season them and you put them in the oven like this and you roast them, they taste so much better. So much better. Now this is the part that, remember how I said you can't over season the meat because then you're going to overpower it with the taste? Well, this is the opposite. This needs all the flavor and taste it can get. So let's just keep cutting this sideways. That's a nice big piece. want them to cook fast, so that's why I'm trying to cut them down thin, but some pieces came out a little fat. That's okay. See, this one is a really big piece. It's okay. You can give it to the people who like crunchy, or the floor where it fell. Okay, so that's because this is so low and you see me hunched over all the time. Alright, so these carrots are cleaned and now they're peeled. So I'm just going to grab my bowl and I'm going to put it in here because I'm going to marinate all my vegetables right in here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to cut the squash. No, this is not a squash. This is a squash. I forgot what this was. Not a squash. Okay, I'll remember eventually. Okay, so I'm going to make nice fat pieces like this. Nice thick pieces. Because I feel like those will cook really fast and then you can't find them. Zucchini, there you go. I told you I remember. So this is the kind of zucchini squash. I'm doing nice thick slices on here because I'm going to cut them into halves. And like I said, if you cut them too thin, they will just dissolve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in halves and see what that looks like. See, that's a nice piece of zucchini. So I'm just going to cut the other ones like that. I already, I peeled off all the edges, all the green part, the skin, I peeled it already. So that's a nice amount of zucchini there. So I'm going to take the zucchini and I'm just going to put it right in my bowl, like that. And I could take this away. Okay, so I have all my veggies here. What I want to do is I'm going to add a little bit of garlic in there. Just plop it right on in. Okay, I want to add a little bit of olive oil to this. Let's add some olive oil. Okay, and I add a little bit more. Okay, so olive oil, and I'm going to add a little sage to this. Okay, because I love the way the potatoes and veggies taste with sage. So I'm going to add some sage to that. A nice amount of sage. And I'm going to add some rosemary to that too. Okay, that's good. And I have the steakhouse seasoning. This gives it a nice flavor, so I'm going to add some of that to there. And it's a little spicy, so can't go too fast with that. Okay, my oil is getting hot. And I'm going to take these veggies. I didn't put any salt and pepper. Let me put a little salt. Okay, just sprinkle some salt. And I'm going to sprinkle some pepper, not the pour. No mistake on the pour. Okay, so we have that. And I'm also going to add a little bit of sazon to that because I have to. Okay, so we got some sazon in there, and we got all my veggies, and I'm just gonna shake them up a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna shake them up. And they're getting all nice and blended, and the garlic is getting infused in there. So just shake it up. Okay, so, excuse me, I have my pan here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my veggies on there. Ooh, the pan is hot because it was on the stove. If you see any leftover drippings, just add it right on top. Okay, so there we go. All those beautiful veggies. They're looking very nice. And I'm going to put this in a 400-degree oven for, I would say, about 15 to 20 minutes. There. Very nice. Okay, so let's get this in the oven. All right. And I'm going to see how hot my oil is. So let me get my little fork. And let's see if I could drop one of these drumsticks in there. Okay? see how many drumsticks you can get in there. That's 2. That's 3. And let's see if it comes out extra crispy. How they said it would. Okay, that's 4. I think I can get another one in there. Right here's perfect on the side. And I think I can get one more in there. Yes. I can get one more in. Once they start cooking really well, they're going to shrink down. So I'll definitely have more room. So I'm just going to add another one right there. Okay. That's nice. Perfect. Now, I'm going to put this aside over here. And I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, so my hands are clean. I'm going to take this garlic later. And I'm going to put it in little bags. And then I'll put it in the ice box to preserve it. So whenever I need some, I can just take it out the ice box. Now, I have a little bit leftover olive oil. I'm going to leave that to the side. These macaronis look like they're almost done. I'm just going to give them about another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out. Now, let me get my cutting board. Okay, what am I going to add to my macaroni salad? Okay, so to my macaroni salad, I'm going to get an onion. Okay, I have a nice big onion here. So I'm going to put an onion in it. And let me just drain the water out. Okay, very nice. So I'm going to add a can of corn. And I'm going to add a can of tuna fish. And just 1 second. I'll be right back. Watch my chickens, don't let my chicken burn. Okay, just kidding. Just trying to clean my extra here. Okay, so I also have these little shrimps here. Okay, I have like 2, 3, like 5 little shrimps. And I'm just going to cut those in pieces, but not on this board. So I'm going to put this board here to the side, and I'm going to work on my shrimp first. Okay? So. Okay, so we have this, and I need something to put on the list. Okay, I don't want it to slide, so here's my cutting board. And I know you can see me from here. I checked on the camera. So this is my shrimp, and the way I want to do the shrimp is I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it. First I'm going to remove the head, which is just a little twist like that, and then remove the legs. Okay, so kind of messy. I was going to do it off camera, but I had everything ready, so I said let's decide to work up. I'm going to rinse them out after I clean them up, and I'm just going to give them a slice here and take out the little intestines or whatever they're called, those little pieces. So to this shrimp, I'm just going to cut it in half first, the long way. So it looked like kind of like a tempura type thing, but I'm going to cut into 3 pieces because I want to see the shrimp. So I have 3 there, and like I said, you see the little line? You want to get that out. That means your shrimp is clean. So this one, I'm just going to cut it again into 3 pieces. There goes that fly again. Okay, so I'm just going to put them right here. I lost a piece. No, okay, here. So again, it's yucky. Just twist the head out and just rip the little legs. Just push them to one side. That way it's so easy. So you can do this. It has a little line on the bottom, but the bottom part is not the intestines where the food is. I guess it's just a little lifeline. I don't know what kind. But I know the top is what needs to be cleaned. okay, because that's like the intestine part, and you're gonna want to take that out, like so. Like that, and make it all clean. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna take this shrimp, and I'm gonna cut it the same way that I just slit it, like so, and I'm gonna cut into pieces. Like this, and then I'm gonna rinse them out. So again, twist the head, peel the legs to one side, and then pull the skin out. And then when you want to get to the tail, you just hold the tail and press it and pull it out like that. And it's getting really hot in here, and I think I'm gonna open that window a little more. Oh, it is open. It's because of the oven, and it's very warm today. It's cool. The weather's cool, but it's muggy. It's like a mugginess. So. Okay, so this is clean. And like I said, I'm going to slice it like this. So there could be a lot of little pieces of shrimp in here. So. Okay. I'm just going to do the last two. And put the heads out and peel it on one side and get it right off. Really hot. That oven is very hot. Let me lower that up in a little bit. Okay. It was too high. It was like on 500. I had it preheating, but now I put the food in, and I don't want my veggies to burn, so I put it down to 400 degrees. Okay. So let's cut this. And I'm going to cook this. I'm not putting this in raw into my macaroni salad. So I'm going to just like steam them in the microwave for a minute, and I'm going to shut my noodles off because they're ready. So I'm going to get around to drain that in a minute. This is the last one I have to do. Like I said, you can see a little vein on the bottom, but that's not the digestive tract in the back. But if you see it and you want to take it off, you could. If it reminds you of the intestine tract, you can take it off. Oh, I'm hot. Okay. So this is clean. Nice and clean. So let's cut it in half. Like this. And we cut it into little pieces. Okay, now they're all clean. So I'm going to take this away. Let me throw this out. To wash my hands a little. Now I'm going to bring my shrimp and clean them. Excuse me. Okay, all clean. Now, all my shrimp is clean. Okay, nice pieces of shrimp. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in the microwave for about a minute. They're going to cook really fast. Okay, and let's check our chicken. Don't want it to burn. Well, it's not ready to be turned yet. I could leave it for a few more minutes like this. Okay, so let's leave that alone. And what I want to do is I want to drain my pasta. Sorry for the noise, guys. Okay, so I'll be putting my pasta in this bowl here. Okay? Let me just dry my hands a little. Okay, so I'm going to drain my pasta and I'm going to bring it to the bowl. First, I'm going to cool it off a little bit. I just want to stop the cooking process, so I'm just going to hold it under water for a few minutes, and then I'll drain it. And that's my shrimp. My shrimp is done. So I'll get that in a minute. Just want to make sure all my pasta is drained out. I don't want any wet pasta. Okay, so it's nice and cold, my pasta, nice and clean. So I just want to put it in there. I'm going to dump this last little bit in the sink. Okay, so there we go. That's my pasta. My pasta is all ready. I'm going to want to add a little salt to my pasta. Just a little bit of sprinkles of the pasta there. And have my little spatula. I'm just going to start it with a little salt to make sure that macaroni gets taste. Okay, so I'm going to put that back there for now. And you can add the canned corn if you want. It'll help cool off the pasta a little bit. So I added the corn. Okay. As easy as I can. So this is done. I'm going to save the tuna for last. I need my knife so I can cut some onion. I have this nice onion here. I'm just going to cut it like so. Just so that so it can come out easily. This is a nice tight little onion peel going on here. So, okay, here we go. This is a very, very good onion. The skin is very tight on it. This is going to hold a lot of flavor in there. You know, they say you can take these and throw them away, the leaves, because they have a lot of good nutrients on it. They say save them in a bag. And when you make soup, put it in the soup. They won't melt or break apart. They'll keep its shape, but they'll also give you a lot of good benefits to the peel. I used to do that, but then, you know, you can only do it so many times. So even though it's good forever, you can always do that. And you could drink it like water. You can make a tea with it, I guess. But it's very nutritious. You should throw it in the soups and then pull it out when the soup is ready. So what I'm doing is I'm just scoring it this way, like that, and then I'm going to score it this way again. Because I want little pieces. I don't want little big pieces. I want small pieces. So what I'm doing is just cutting it like this. And I'm going to take it and I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to cut a couple of little pieces floating out of there. See? The tiny, tiny little pieces. So that's what I want. I don't want big pieces in my salad. It'll get nice and soft once you add all the little ingredients that you add, like the mayonnaise and the mustard. I like to put mustard on it, so we'll see. This is a very good, delicious potato macaroni salad. Actually, this is my cousin Jackie, her most favorite salad, and she would say, "Wanda, I'm coming over. Can you make the salad?" And I said, "Yes, I'll make it for you." This was her favorite salad. She said she loves the way I make it, so this is for Jackie. I'm dedicating this to my cousin Jackie. Here we go. Whenever I make a dish and I know somebody likes it, I'll dedicate that dish to them. Okay, so there we go. And it's making me cry. I told you it was a good onion. So I'm only going to use about a little bit less than half of an onion, because I think that should do it. It's a very simple salad to make. Not many ingredients, but all the ingredients that you make are very delicious, and yes, it tastes better the next day. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Okay. No, really, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, enough with the onion. I think you have enough. Wanda, that's it. Okay, a little bit more, because it needs it. Okay. This is too funny. Okay, you're crying. Never expected that. I hardly ever cry when I chop up an onion. I guess it's because I'm making such small pieces. Okay, let me get a tissue, because I'll cry. Okay. Let me wash my hands. Get this onion off. Get this onion off. Alright, now I do need a paper towel, because I'm crying. Okay. much better now. Okay, so let's take this away and let's take these leaves out. Oh my goodness, my eyes are burning. Is this as open as you're gonna get? Okay, so. Alrighty, so this salad is almost done. I have my onion and my corn. I put some salt. I'm gonna add some pepper to this. I have salt. I put salt already. So let's add a little bit of the pepper. Okay, that's good pepper. And basically that's it. I'm gonna add my drained corn, my drained thing. Hold on a second. Okay, yes. Alright, so I'm gonna open this can. And I'm gonna drain the water off of it. Okay. Alrighty, that's good. So it's all drained and it's stuck. Okay. So I drained it. It was water, not oil. So I'm just gonna put it right in there, like so. Boy, that onion broke me. Okay. So let's take this can and give it a quick rinse. And throw it in my recycles. Okay. There. Now I just want to break this up on the top a little bit. And I'm going to go get my shrimp. I did not forget about my shrimp in my food. I got that. So there's my shrimp. It didn't need much. I think I will put it because I see one that is not really pink. It's kind of a little bit white and shady. So I'm just going to put it in for 1 minute, okay? 1 more minute. Okay, so to this, it looks like that so far. It's not done. I'm gonna grab my mayonnaise. Okay, here's my mayonnaise. I have my mayonnaise. I have my mustard. So for this, I can't use that spatula. That spatula does not work for me. I'm going to get a spoon so that way I can also scoop out the mayonnaise. Getting hot. Okay, so this is done. Okay, but it's cold. It's hot. I'm just going to give it a little rinse out real quick. But I want to rinse it, but at the same time, you see these nice juices, the shrimp flavor? I don't want to get rid of that. I'm just going to put it on top. Okay? Because I don't want to lose the flavor. Now I'm going to rinse this out. Okay, so it's rinsed out. And we got nice little pieces of shrimp in there. Okay, so let's throw that in. And I have my spoon, and what I want to do is just want to give it a quick mix. Like so. And get all those veggies and stuff incorporated in there. Like that. Let me check my chicken. I think my chicken is calling me. Okay, yes. Turn that chicken around. I would turn that when it's split. Oh, I don't see a crunchy yet. Or crispy. But let's be hopeful. If it doesn't come out well, you know what? Fried chicken is still the best. So we'll make it fried chicken. Okay? So that's good there. And hold on 1 second. I need a tissue. My eyes are burning. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, better now. I just needed to get a little bit of air in my eyes. My goodness. Okay, so here's my mustard. I'm just gonna shake it up. Okay, and I'm gonna add a couple of swirls on this because I'm gonna mix it all in. So, okay, that's good. Yeah, I just want it to taste good. And I'm gonna take my spoon, and I only really want like, hold on, let me see. I don't want to put it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spatula, and I'm gonna want like 2 heaping spoons of that. Okay, that should do it. I would say that's like 1/3 of a cup maybe of the mayonnaise. So that's good right there. Now we just gotta mix this up, and I have to taste it and see if it has enough salt. Delicious. You should try this salad. It's gonna be a hit. I guess whoever you can. I like the tuna because I like it to taste like seafood. I like it to have like seafood taste, so I put the tuna and the shrimp for that seafood taste. You don't have to do that. You can follow all the instructions and take out the tuna and throw in a can of chicken. It'll work just fine. So that's how my salad looks. And I'm gonna take this. I would sometimes throw some nice boiled eggs in it, but I didn't this time because it doesn't need it. That's just extra. So there we go. Nice bowl of macaroni salad. All right, so, and it has those nice pieces of onions in there to give it good flavor. And that's my recipe. All right, so I'm just gonna throw in a little bit, not a lot, like less than half a teaspoon. Okay, because tuna fish is salty also, but I just want the macaroni to taste good. My daughter, when she was in school, she had a little friend that she would bring macaroni salad to school, and one day she didn't eat her lunch and she came home with it, and I asked her what it was, and she said it's macaroni salad. And I said, that's nice, what did you put in it? And she says mayonnaise. And I said, oh, that's nice, what else did you put in it? Nothing else. I'm like, so you're just eating macaroni with mayonnaise? She says, yes. And I was so curious about that. I was like, oh, that's nice. At least you get them to eat something. You know, kids are so difficult when it comes to school lunches. So, kudos to the mom. Alrighty, so this is ready. I'm going to get a piece of foil. I'm just going to cover it, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator so it can get nice and cool. Just take a little foil. Like I said, I brought these cute little plastic little hoods or covers. They did not come out like my first one. I don't know. I should have just ordered them from my order history instead of just seeing it and saying, oh, let me just get them again. And they didn't work out because they were very cheap plastic, this one, and you can't even get it around the bowl. The other one was huge. I can get it around everything. That one was so much better. I'm going to order them again, but let's put this in the fridge. I just got to move my veggies over. Need some room. Okay, so there we go. Put the salad in the fridge. Alright, so that's done. We can get rid of these 2 things also. Let's put that away. And that chicken smells so good. It's almost done. It's almost done, so we'll be making it in a little while. This is going to take a few minutes now for the chicken to come out and for my veggies to be cooked. So it's just a waiting game now. The wait is true. Alright. So yeah, it's already split. I still don't see it crunchy, but I'm hopeful. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep frying this chicken, and I'm gonna fry this chicken, and it's gonna take me at least 30 minutes to fry up everything, and be back. Okay? Let's take a look at the veggies first and see how they're coming along. They're looking good, but not quite done. I say by the time the chicken is ready, so with the veggies. Okay, so I'll be back in a few. Thanks. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm back and I got most of the fried chicken done. I'm just waiting on the last bit here to take it out, and I'm gonna get my veggies so you can see how good they came out. Look at my veggies. They look so nice. They're not burned. Those are the purple potatoes. So yeah, everything looks delicious here. Very nice. I think I'm gonna serve a plate. And let me show you this. And my macaroni salad. My macaroni salad looks really nice. It stiffens up a bit. It's been in there about, I would say about half hour. And it looks really nice. All the mayonnaise got cold and it's looking very nice. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So that's that. And my veggies are ready. And like I said, these legs are about to be taken out. Like right about now. Because these are done. Put that right there. Yes, they are ready already. I'm going to take them out. They've been cooking so long in there already. So let's get them out. And they did come out really crispy. By adding the flour, it kind of crisped it up pretty good. I'm satisfied with the crisp on this. They look very nice. I have 2 more left in here, which I'm just going to put on my plate. And yeah, okay, let me get these out. I have these already done, which looks so crispy too. These are already done. That was like the first batch that I did, and you could see. Crispy. Nice and crispy. Okay, so I have these ready. And these 2 are coming out. I just want to make sure that I turn off my oil before I start serving. So we just have that. And yeah. I put them there and it drains right back into there. So let's put these little chicken legs in here. So nice. Tastes good. Okay, like I said, these are ready. You can see how crispy it is. Very, very crispy. So I'm just going to move this little leg over here so that I can let the other ones drain this side right here. And then the last one. Nice and crispy. All those little edges, some burnt garlic, but yeah, that looks super delicious. Let that drain there for a minute, and I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to grab my pot holders, and I'm going to move it. This is my pretty plate. I'm going to serve some food. And let's take these hot things out. I'm just going to push them to the side. I can get that chicken leg later, but let's serve this delicious meal. So I'm going to start with the macaroni salad. I'm just going to add some macaroni salad to that plate. Like so. And then I'm going to get my little spatula so I can get my veggies out. Okay. Here's my little spatula, and let's scoop up some of that delicious veggies right here on the side. Let's get some pretty potatoes in there because they look really good. And put one there. Pretty little. Oh, you didn't get any squash. Okay, so that looks delicious. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, so then I'm gonna grab some chicken. Oops. Get that potato out. Oh. Okay. Gotta take a picture of this beautifulness. There you go. Delicious. You got your veggies, your macaroni salad, and you have your fried chicken. A little feast going on here. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you like this recipe and I hope you make it. Give me a like, a nice comment, and subscribe to my page so you don't miss any of the videos that I post. And thank you all for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye. So yummy. That looks so yummy. Okay, bye guys.